Well, it's Wednesday afternoon, people. I'm just pulling my ass out of bed, trying my best to wake up. I already drank a coffee and smoked a pack of cigarettes, and it's not working. So I'm gonna go make another coffee and get on with today. Not sure what we're gonna do today. It's sunny and frig out. Maybe I'll go out and pop out the air filter out of the G6 and put in that new double-walled Fram engine killer that people are saying won't kill engines. Don't know why he's sleeping downstairs. He didn't want to come upstairs a while ago. It's pretty warm up there, though. We're getting our fall summer, or I've heard the term Indian summer. I don't understand that term, but some people have called it an Indian summer. Because remember how cold it got a couple weeks ago? I was telling you that my parents' tree, they have a couple oaks in the backyard, or birches or something like that. I don't know what the frig they are. But the leaves were turning colors and things. Well, now they're stuck in full red mode and they're not changing anymore. So, because we had that 2-week period of felt like winter but not quite. It felt more like fall. Well, mom and dad's trees in the backyard freaking changed colors. They were convinced fall was already here in August. Stupid trees. But anyway, sunnier and frig out. It's nice out. What I'm gonna do is make a coffee, drink another coffee, and then we're probably gonna head outside, find the right screwdriver for that guy, rip out the K&N, and then plop in the Fram. And I might drive the G6 to work tonight just to see. But anyway, people, without further ado, welcome to my vlog. Feeling a little bit better today. Not as good as I hoped, but a little bit better. Stomach's still a little grindy, but a lot better than it was yesterday. At least it's not gurgle gurgle, and then it feels like something's punching me in the arse and I gotta go spray out my bum. So that's a bonus. Jules, however, still feels like a molten wreck. She said that she's having a rough day today. She's still sicker than frig. She went to work though, and all of her co-workers are telling her she looks like hell and she should go home, and she looks really sick and things. And her work, unlike my work, I get sick days. She doesn't. So she calls in sick. It hits her on the paycheck, and that's no good. Can't have that, you know. So yeah. Mental note for the future: no longer eating reservation meat. Like I said before, don't do it. I made the mistake of doing it, and I don't plan on doing it anytime soon again. Maybe in 6 months, we'll see. So YouTuber The Stuffs left a comment on my video saying that apparently YouTube's phasing out the use of video responses. Well, that's kind of dumb. Why the frig would they do that? Son of a bitch. I kind of like when people leave video responses. It's pretty friggin' awesome. But they want to phase that out? That's lame. But that's what they want to do. So if that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do. And it's the way she goes. Yo-yo-yos. Go with it. I noticed they changed the app on my phone. Now apparently you can minimize the video and still browse other videos and things. That's pretty dicked. And they added some features on YouTube itself where you can time-lapse videos while watching them and other things. So once again, that's pretty dick too. They're giving us all these extra features that we don't need. I have an idea. Give us features that we do need. Make it work all the time, like it used to. That was nice back then, just saying. Anyway, people, I'm gonna drink up my coffee and then head outside. We're gonna rip into that G6 and take that air filter out and inspect it and then put the Fram one in. So let me have my coffee and we'll get right at it. Yeah, buddy. Oh, there's a job I don't miss doing, delivering the frickin' newspaper. Yeah, don't miss doing that. I'm assuming those are the newspapers and those are the flyers, but I could be wrong. When I used to do that job, I used to have about that many bundles, and I didn't have the luxury of well, sometimes I had the luxury of a car, but a lot of the times I didn't, because I had to do it by hand. So I'd strategically place the bundles when I knew I'd run out, and then I would just hammer it out, eh? I friggin' did newspaper delivery for 4 years. I did it for 3 years in high school and 1 year in college, just to make some extra scratch to buy stuff I didn't need. Yeah. And pay for college. And then I got my job at Walmart. Well, I got a job up at the college as a lab monitor, which sounds a lot better than it is. But after that, I started working at Walmart as a cart retrieval technician. Then I got a job at Staples as a computer sales associate. And then I got my job working where I am now. And I've been there for 12 years. So pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. But yeah, I don't miss delivering papers one friggin' bit. It's a lot of work, and you don't get paid much. That's for sure. Oh, I'm drinking my coffee and just watching some YouTubes, and I just watched the Peter Chow movie that kind of made a lot of sense that I never thought about, you know. For instance, he's talking about how technology is making people stupid. Well, not really stupid, more or less ignorant. And he talks about how some people thought that the movie Titanic, that's all it was, that Titanic was never actually a boat, that was a cruise ship that was set to make a deadline to reach, to reach this end of the world, and then smashed into a friggin' iceberg and shit. They thought it was all just a love story. They didn't realize it was actually a real boat that actually really sunk, and that's probably going to be gone in a couple years because it's sitting at the bottom of the Big Blue and she's melting away due to all the salt water. Also, he mentioned that a lot of people don't realize that Blockbuster existed and that you actually had to leave your house to go rent a movie, you know, because now we all have that on-demand shit. I don't know why I closed that door. The wind must have closed it. I wasn't paying attention. But, you know, back in, well, frig, I was alive for that. Blockbuster was just started off here in town. Originally it was called Bandito Video. Anybody in North Bay remembers Bandito Video, where you can go inside and get free samples of popcorn, and you could rent a movie at a whopping price of $3 a night. And then Blockbuster bought out Bandito Video and became Blockbuster, and they stopped giving out freebies of popcorn, and they started charging out the ass for a movie, and went from $3 a night to $7 a night. And then all of a sudden they started introducing some other things that were pretty cool, but you actually had to go and rent a movie, bring it home, VCR, VHS, this is pre-DVD, people. Watch said movie, and then on the sticker they had these stickers on there that said, "Be kind, please rewind," right? And on the back of the sticker was one of those MagSafe detectors, so that if you try to walk out of the store with the movie in your pocket, it would set off the alarm and they would know that you're trying to steal a movie and things. So basically, that's what you had to do. You had to go rent a movie and then you had to bring it back, and if you didn't, it was just like the library. People probably don't even know what a library is anymore, but you get charged late charges. That's another thing, eh? Friggin' internet's made the library obsolete. Who the frig goes to the library to check out a book anymore? If you want to find out information on something, you just type it into Google. You'll get your information. You'll get a whole bunch of articles on topics and things. Don't even need to go to the library and learn how to use the Dewey system and friggin' go through the library shelves, the stacks, and get yourself a friggin' book that you need to research a project you're doing in school. No, just use the internet. It's easier. And this is what I laugh about at work, because we always get calls about internet being out, and then they're like, well, I got like 3 kids who are in school and they need the internet to do research projects and things, and I'll say, well, why don't you send them to the local library? And usually the response I get is pretty dick. They're like, oh, do you think their internet's working? No. They have these things on the shelves called books, and when you crack the spine on said book, there's information inside that might have information to your son or daughter's project that they're working on, which they can read and therefore, you know, learn a little something. You know, live life like we used to. Just saying. But of course, the internet's made people lazy. Hell, look at my dad. Ever since he's gotten a computer, every time he has a computer question, he's always running to me, right? But back in the day when we got our first VCR, Dad was the one who figured out how to program it. When he got his first stereo, Dad was the one who figured out how to hook it all up and get it working. Dad was always the guy to go to when it came to a tech problem. Then all of a sudden I became a friggin' big-time technology guy and I don't know all about this tech. So rather than Dad cracking open the manual on something new that he bought, no. He buys it, leaves it in the box, gives me a ring and says, hey, come over on Sunday, we're having a barbecue. I'm like, okay. Then I come over on Sunday and then he traps me. He's like, oh yeah, I got this new Kindle Fire. You think you can set it up for me? And that's when he gets me every freaking time. So then I set him up and have some barbecue and shit and hang out with him. You know, but I would go over there regardless. Even if he told me he got a new piece of tech and he's not sure how to set it up, I'd go over because it's a piece of tech I don't have and I want to play with it, right? Right. But that's just the way it is now. Technology's making people stupid because they rely on it way too much and they don't know how to function without it. Like a lot of people will sit there and when the internet fails, they think their computer's no good anymore. You know, you can use your computer offline. There's a lot of shit you can do with a computer that's not connected. You don't always need the internets, but other people think right away that shit's dicked if the internet's not working and they can't get on the internets, so their computer is garbage now. Pretty frigged up indeed. But anyway, people, I'm almost done my coffee. Correction, I'm done my coffee. Let's get out there and put that filter in the G6. Let's go. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna rock a piss and then we're gonna head outside and we're gonna make a car. No, we're just gonna make a car breathe better. Yeah, buddy. And he's still laying there. Must be a cold spot. I don't know. It's pretty weird. She sure is pretty dirty under here, eh? But this is what I mean, like, it uses these Torx bolts, eh? I don't think there's one down there, but there's one there, one there, one there, and I think that's all of them. Just the 3, and then this pops up, and there's my MAF sensor right there. So let's get some Torx bits and see about ripping that airbox open. and then pop out the old filter in with the new, and then we'll be good to go. Should be alright, I think. Gotta love it on your first try when you find a screwdriver that works, eh? Frig yeah. Alright, let's get twisting. Okay, I'm gonna say it's been a while because I needed to modify my screwdriver just to twist off those bolts, because they were on there like glue. So, should be good now. Let's pull them off. Well, there's the K&N filter. It doesn't look too bad. It's got a couple like burdocks and things in it, but it doesn't look too shabby. But whatevs. We'll just sit this over here for now. Just put it on the back of the romper, and we'll throw that Fram double X into her and see what happens. What's it look like in here? Is it pretty dicked or what? Oh, it's pretty not bad. Pretty not bad. Yeah, it's got some shit in there, but whatevs. There's even a mesh on there to keep debris from getting through any large chunks, eh? So that's kind of cool. So next up is pop in the new filter. So let's do that now. Oh, the new filter, the new one. Look at it. It's all orange and shit. It's all clean and pristine. Let's slap this thing in and we'll reset the trip meter and all that shit, and we'll see how well this works out. Probably not that well, but we'll see. Oh, and there we go. New air filter's in. This box here gives you troubles too, because I don't know if you can see the way it hooks in there, but it really pressures up against the rubber. Here, I'm gonna show you on this old filter. See how the surround's got it like a rubber gasket? Well, the box really applies pressure to it to make a perfect seal. So it's a pain in the cock to actually get it to sit right, but we got her. We got her. Something I want to do on my time off is I want to pull these grills out and respray them black. I know I could just spray them in there, but it's not too hard to do. Apparently there's just pressure clips along here, and then you just you pop that out, and then the grill comes out, and then you can spray them. So I don't know, I might spray them either chrome or black. Probably black. Chrome will look ridiculous. Maybe. I don't know. Might look good. I will figure that out. Anyway, air filter's in. Recently got an oil change, so we're good there. Coolant levels look good. So yeah, just got to give her now. Electronic throttle body. Son of a bitch, I hate that kind. But whatevs. Alright, let's close her up. Now, one of my tubers, I'm not sure their YouTube name, but it's a guy who watches my videos, but I don't think he comments. If he does, he's pretty stealthy about it, because I still have no idea who he is on YouTube. He wants a picture of my clutch. I'm not sure which side the clutch is on. I think it's on this side here. I'm just going to shoot a video of that right now. Let me get some light on the subject here. No, it's not that side. It's on the other side. It's on the other side of things, I think. So there's the clutch tensioner there, off of that. And the spring, I'm not sure. I don't want to get too dirty because I don't have to change to go to work. I don't like going through clothes like that. I don't think I'm getting her. There's the clutch tensioner there. I don't know, that's probably no good. But I was chatting with Rex, and he's apparently having the same problem with his newly acquired Dynamark with the little belt slippage. So I don't know, we'll see what Rex does to fix it. Maybe I'll mimic the same, or on my time off we'll dick around with it and see if we can do the same and get it all straightened out, because on my time off I definitely want to go for a tractor romp. You know, take her in the back 40s and just kick the shit out of it. So guess we'll have to get her all situated and stuff, and then go romping with Rex. And son of a bitch is she ever hot outside. Oh, frig. Alright, I'm gonna go make another coffee. Even though I left my cup upstairs, haven't washed my hands. Freaking there's grease everywhere underneath that car. Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. I am never signing up at an auction again. Holy shit. Like, really, I mentioned this before, that Rickham, myself, Bobby, and Eric's Garage went to a vehicle auction in London a while back. That was when we son of a bitched bloke with pretending Eric was a door-to-door preacher, and we snuck in through bloke's back door and scared the shit out of him in the kitchen. But ever since then, every month I get a call from them inviting me down to the auction in London, which is 5 hours away. Now they do have some pretty good deals down there. Somebody bought one of those handicap buses, the ones with the chair lifts and all that shit. They picked it up for $1,000. That's a pretty damn good deal. And there was probably nothing much wrong with it. A mechanic probably could have certified it for another $1,000, $2,000 for a handicap van. You know, anybody could use that. Any sort of a retirement agency or whatever could use that, and it was good to go. Like, there was pretty much nothing really wrong with it, and it drove, it ran, everything. They drove it into the shop and everything. And they had some other good cars there. They had a couple Camaros and, you know, a lot of Crown Vics. I mean, like, a lot of Crown Vics. Some decommissioned cop cars, some just cars donated. And it's kind of a good auction too. I kind of like what they do. They do pretty much like the Stratford auctions. Basically, people donate their old jalopies that they're gonna scrap, but they have enough money that they don't, you know, feel the time to scrap them and stuff. So they donate them to this cause, and what it is it's for basically troubled teens. They get a chance to learn how to work on a car. So they bring the car in, the kids work on it, they show them how to do things like oil changes, replacing parts, you know, certifications, all that. Basically trying to give them a trade in mechanics, which is good, you know, because maybe they might like that and then go to school and become a mechanic and make something of themselves rather than being a delinquent, smoking dope and blowing up people's houses. So that's kind of cool. And then the cars, they usually sell them and all the proceeds go back to that foundation. And it's a kind of a cool deal, but I can't get myself off this calling list. I've tried so many freaking times and I can't. I might have to add them to Mr. Number and block them from this point on, because honestly, I'll probably never go down there again. Well, to that auction. I'll be going to London, but not to that auction, because the only reason why we went to that auction was because basically because Eric's Garage and myself wanted a farm car. We wanted something to drive at the farm that didn't belong to Dave, that we didn't have to worry about if we broke it having the wrath of Dave. And we didn't, and we ended up not getting anything. We realized that when you do buy a car that night, you don't actually get it until the following Monday, Tuesday. After I was talking to people there, I realized that, and I was like, well, this is no good. I want a car like now. Like, I need a car right this friggin' sec. And they oh no, we got to do all the transfer of ownership and all that, and it usually takes a couple days. And because we went on the weekend, it was like there was no way in hell of us getting the car. And that's also why Rick and I went browsing around Exeter, and we found a couple cars, but nobody wanted to bite, so we ended up not getting a farm car, which sucked. But later on that year, we ended up bringing down a farm car anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But it still sucked that we couldn't get a farm car for that weekend, because I really wanted to drive my own vehicle around there and not worry about breaking it and having to deal with Dave yelling at me, because he does that when you break his shit. He gets really pissed off. But yeah, I'm still getting those auction calls. Really wish I didn't, but I do, so whatevs. It's the way she goes, eh? Just the way she goes. Oh well. Anyway, it's almost 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have to head off to work soon. I am actually feeling a lot better after having those 2 coffees, and I didn't make another coffee yet. I'm probably just going to wait till I get to work and roll off another coffee, but I feel a hell of a lot better than I did, that's for sure. Hells yeah. Also anxious to try out the new air filter and see if it does anything different for my fuel economy. I highly doubt it will, but you never know. That K&N filter didn't look too bad, but what do I know? I fix computers, just saying. Alrighty people, well it's 3:30, so I figured we better get the frig out of here and head off to work and get this shift over with. So, oh shit, I wanted to grab my pen drive. I wanted to copy some shit off my computer at work to bring home, even though in a couple more days I'll be bringing my laptop home for good. Which pen drive are you? Where's my good pen drive? Is it down here? No, where the frick did I put my good pen drive? Oh, what the cock? Hate when I lose shit. But who doesn't hate when they lose shit? Oh well, whatevs. I don't have time to dick around with that, so we're just gonna get the frig out of here and head off to work. And hopefully Oreo's a good puppy, because I'm not gonna crate him tonight when I go to work. Hopefully he's good and he doesn't wreck the house. But we will see. Well, I just saw my first garter snake of the year somewhere over here. Oh, for frig's sakes, it scared the crap out of me and I have no idea where the frick it went. Oh, son of a bitch, I hate those things. Oh man, I have no idea where the frig it is either. Oh, frig, he's right there. Get going. Get going. Frig's sakes. It's just a little guy, but he's friggin'. Move. God, yes. I hate those things. Well, we'll try and get around them. Oh my god. Really, really not a fan of garters. I know people, they're harmless and all, but still hate the sons of bitches. Oh, for frig's sakes. Ugh. Anyway, how's the G6's tire looking? Still has air? Alright, let's jump in and reset the thingamajig and friggin' goose one. Let's go. Alrighty, I reset the trip meter. We're gonna head off to work and see what it says when we get there. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Well, I guess that's one of the joys of living so close to the mountain area, is that those damn snakes will come right in your backyard and frig shit up. I know they're harmless people. I know garter snakes are useless. Normally you stomp the ground like I did and they frig off pretty fast because they're like, oh shit, but that one there was on a mission. I'm hoping that mission does not break into my house. But son of a bitch, I hate those friggin' things so much. Big times. But some people say they can't really see that well. that their vision's just dicked, and like they're no threat, like they have no teeth. Well, they have teeth. All snakes have teeth. It's just their teeth are further back in their head, and they use them to guide the mice and whatever else they eat down their throat. So they don't have, like, you know, like fangs. But they will still snap you, and they can break your skin. Son of a bitch, I hate snakes. Not a big fan of them one bit. Check it out. Today my car's not making that crinkly sound. Maybe it just needs to be driven more. So far we're sitting at 18.3.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Yeah, getting the fuel economy of a friggin' transport here. By transport I mean a big V8 truck. This thing has no idea what kind of fuel economy it has anymore. It's just rifle cocked. Oh, for son of a bitch sakes, eh? Not a fan of those little bastard snakes, that's for sure. All I know is when I opened the door, it friggin' scurried off in a hurry, and it was small enough that it could ball itself up in that patch of grass. I need to get my weed whacker back online and kill all the grass by my area, or just buy some Epsom salt and drop her down. I found out the Buck store sells Epsom salt, two milk cartons for $1. That's a pretty damn good deal, I do say so myself. And apparently Epsom salt will kill vegetation, so super tempted to buy some of that and throw it down on the ground and just kill off vegetation. Also, the other good thing about driving the G6 today is, well, besides the fact that it's a piece of shit on gas, it's got air conditioning, and that's coming in handy right now, because when you saw the thermostat there, yeah, it's 32 degrees out, people. My sweat is sweating. What the frig are you doing, lady? Oh, whatever. So yeah, that's just in. I really hate snakes, in case you haven't caught on. And every year, every summer, I always see one freaking snake somewhere. One snake, every summer. It's never failed. I just hope that son of a bitch doesn't have a nest nearby. I am so gonna murder its face if I see it tonight. I was looking at the shovel and I'm like, maybe I'll kill it. And I'm like, I better not. I'll let it live. It's not doing any harm. It's just making my nerves go through the roof. Like, I'm literally itchy right now. And the urge to kill it was rising, but frig, it's not doing me any harm. It's not doing you any harm. It's just wandering around looking for food. And if it's on my lawn when I mow my lawn, well, then I'll do it some harm. You know, it's just the way she goes. But holy shit, do I ever hate them. Not a big fan, that's for sure. But, yeah, tonight we'll fix that. Oh shit, man, you better slow down. Frig's sakes, thank God there's a cop right there. And this car has like no balls for acceleration. I thought that Fram filter was supposed to give me 300 horsepower. Friggin' lied to me. Oh, we got an ambulance incoming. By an ambulance, I mean a fire truck. Well, on Deal Extreme, I showed you guys the light thing I was ordering for my my green screen setup. I've also gone ahead and ordered these mounts for the dash, which this one here, my makeshift mount, is not really holding up that well. The heat's caused the glue to let go, and now the bolt's kind of free roaming, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, they have these sticky one side freaking 1/4 inch bolt other side type jobbies that'll work awesome for both cars, the G6 and the Trans. So what I'll do is when they come in, I'll stab one in here. I'll take this one out. It's decked. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna fix it right. Put that one in here and put the other one in the Trans Am, and then we'll have a nice solid dash mount to freaking video off of. But the problem with the Trans Am is she doesn't like to idle smooth, eh? She likes to idle rough. So when she's idling rough, it shakes the shit out of the camera, and there's only so much optical image stabilization can do. Like right now, the problem I'm having with my camera on my dash mount right now is the bolt that goes into the old XM radio mount, the glue's not holding it still, so she tries to turn on me every once in a while, and I gotta keep correcting it. Piece of shit. So better off to stab one of those suction cup jobbies back on the window and friggin' video from there than using this thing. Oh, my car sounds hilarious. By hilarious, I mean it sounds like a jalopy. I really need to do something about that exhaust leak. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But whatevs. Figure that out another day. Well, on the brighter side, at least that garter snake was easier to spot. He had more yellow lines on him. But for some reason, unlike the other garter snake I had last year where you made a lot of noise around him and he frigged off, you guys saw I was stomping the ground, he didn't give a shit. He's like, whatever's bro, I'm on a mission, I'm looking for some om-noms. Frig off, eh? And I'm like, frig you, snake, like, I gotta go to work and things, you're gonna make me late. So he was being a dick. Like, he was totally being a dick, just like that biker back there, totally being a big dick. But whatevs. That was just a little one compared to the big fat friggin' son of a bitch I saw last year. Holy shit, the one last year had he was longer. He was at least a meter long and probably weighed in at close to like maybe 3 pounds. I wouldn't know, I never picked him up and weighed him, but I'm not about to touch a garter snake. I'm not a fan of those things. Even though I did once, but that's because it was dead. Like frig sakes, I hate snakes.
Frig sakes, I hate snakes. That's all that's on my mind right now. My camera won't stay still. It's pissing me right the frig off.
I guess I can roll up that window. I'm letting all the cold air out. Letting my AC out. I'm ACing the world right now, for frig sakes. Yeah, I watched Boogie's Boogie 2988's thing on Miley Cyrus, and you know, it kind of makes sense. She kind of went, you know, ass crazy and friggin' being a little idiot on stage and stuff, but he calls it a cry for help. She's got to cry for help. Honestly, I think her name was drying up. She wasn't the talk of Twitter and other social medias. So what a better way to become the talk of a social media than to get up on stage at something big like the VMAs and dress like a hooker and rub your ass up against some guy's crotch. You know, that's just gonna get you so much friggin' attention. Good attention, bad attention, hell, she doesn't care. It's attention's attention, you know? She's the talk of the town. Everybody's gonna go check out her shit, maybe boost her record sales, who knows? She's playing it smart. She's just doing friggin' media marketing. Like, it's kind of brilliant. But yeah, it's pretty dicked. Pretty dick that she did that, but you know what? It worked to her favor, because even though that there's about to be a war in Syria, she's still a hotter topic than people blowing shit up. So that's not too bad. Not too bad, Miley. Way to go, Team U. Using your body to get yourself back up on the top of the charts for most trending topics. Kind of smart, but in the same sense, really dumb. Sold your soul to Jesus. By Jesus, I don't mean Jesus. I have no idea what the hell I meant by that comment. Oh, hey, 2 people on an ecoped. Bane of the road, ecopeds. So I'm gonna go into work today and they're gonna friggin' razz me, because you know, everybody else can call in sick, but I call in sick and it's the end of the world and they all get mad. I'm wondering if there was an outage yesterday because my internet was out for 3 hours. Oh well, we'll go off to work and get this shift over with, and then one more left, and then vacation time is freaking here. By the way, people, my car is reporting 15 liters per 100 kilometers. Some bitch thinks it's a friggin' V8. Thinks it's a friggin' V8. Some bitch. This car is bad on the fuels. Just gurgling it back like it's cheap or something. Thinking I might do myself a favor and trade this bucket in. Get myself something a little bit more fuel efficient. Oh, we're at work now, gonna shut her down, head her inside, and I'll talk to you guys when I get out of here at midnight. So until then, peace the frig out. Alright people, well it's friggin' midnight, so Rex 4x4 asked me if I wanted to go for coffee. I do indeed want to go for coffee. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head her home and then let the dog out and go for coffee. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Alrighty, let's take this 16.2 liter per 100 kilometer gas guzzler home. Chatting with a couple people online, and now the fucking, why does it sound like that now? Like really? That's weird. It was fine all the way here today. Now it sounds like there's like rubber on rubber binding up. You know, it's gotta be bushings. Like Rex said, it's gotta be the bushings are shot and they just haven't been checked or something. You know what, I'm at a point now where I don't give a flying fuck. I'm just gonna drive this thing until she explodes, and then hopefully I'm not in it when that happens. But chatting with a couple people online about this thing's problem. And then one person gives me this test saying that the problem isn't actually with the air filter or any of that shit. The problem's actually with the car's transmission. That's right people, the transmission. That is what's causing the problem. Apparently the torque converter is slipping. He said I had the same damn issue on my 2006 G6. He goes, I tried everything possible. I replaced the spark plugs. I put a brand new air filter into it. Replaced the O2 sensors. He goes, even replaced the catalytic converter. Figuring maybe the exhaust was plugged or something. And still, it sucked. He said, my cigarette went out, for sakes. He goes, He was on a forum and somebody told him to do this test and he did it and he found out his catalytic converter wasn't the problem, it wasn't anything. His torque converter was slipping. Apparently, what you do is you get your car to warm up, which I'm doing right now, and then you go somewhere safe and then you basically push the brake pedal as hard as you can to the ground with your left foot, and then you rug the throttle with your right foot, and if the car goes above 2,000 RPMs, then that's proof that your torque converter's slipping. He said, but don't do it for too long because you'll fucking blow your torque converter right out of the car. He goes, but if you're getting around 2,000, 2,400 RPM, nah, you're fine. He goes, if you're getting anything higher than that, you got a slipping torque converter, and that's what's causing your fuel mileage. He goes, because basically your car's exerting more power than needed because your torque converter is not hooking up. And if that's the case, he goes, it could be anywhere. He goes, depending on who does the work, he goes, it could be anywhere from a $500 to a $1,200 repair job for Friggin Snakes. So, my engine is sitting at 95 Celsius right now, which is well on par. There's a mall parking lot over here, which I can do this test. So I'm going to try it right now. I know you guys won't be able to see the speedometer or the RPMs because there's no way I can hold the camera while doing this. But I'm going to try this out and hopefully I don't blow up my car right now. Probably doesn't help that I do have an exhaust leak. That's going to cause some fuel problems for sure. But shouldn't be that. A lot of people online were having the same problems as me. These cars are great for the first year and a bit, and then they just go right straight to the shitters. You know what? I'm going to do it right here. Brakes all the way in. She only goes to 2,000, people, so it can't be the torque converter. I don't fucking know. You know what? I'm just gonna drive the satchel off this thing until she's just completely fucked. Yep, she went to 2,000 and that was it. Well, sorry, she went to 2,500, right between the 2 and the 3. So it can't be that. And a lot of people did say the same thing, that in the city it's horrible, but when you get on the highway it gets really cleaned up. And I really haven't, like, the first year I got this was in 2009 and the mileage is kind of shit, but in 2010 I was doing a lot of highway runs. You know, I was going down to the farm like every freaking month. And in 2011 I didn't really go down south that much. I went down once or twice. Last year I only went down twice, so you know, maybe these engines are just horrible in town and they're awesome on the highway. I don't know, but whatever the problem may be, all I know is I'll deal with it for one more winter and then I'm gonna dump it and get something better. I don't friggin' know. All I know is she sure doesn't sip the fuel. She sure likes to gurgle it. But whatevs. I wonder if my friend Mr. Slithers will be back. Fucking snake. I swear to Christ, if I see him again tonight, I'm killing him. He's dying. Like, he should have taken the hint and frigged off when he had a chance. He doesn't want to, so I'm gonna end his life. I'm gonna do him a favor. Like, Bruce is like, no, don't kill him, dude. He keeps all the mice away. Well, he's not doing a fucking good enough job because the mice are still getting in the house. So while Mr. Slithers is sitting there keeping me pinned down at my entranceway, there's still mice getting in the house and Oreo's killing them. So, for frig's sakes, you know, like, obviously the problem is, the problem with the snake is he's not doing his damn job. But then again, they probably only eat like a mouse a week, so that little peckerhead's still there. That fucker's getting just destroyed. Done and done. He'll meet the sharp side of my round mouth shovel. Pretty sure that'll rip him in half. Oh my god, this car sounds like it wants to come apart. Oh well, frig it. Drive it till she condemned.
Welcome to Jalopy World, G6 Jalopy World. Welcome to Jalopy World, G6 Jalopy World.
Oh, piece of shit car. Tip for anybody out there, when buying a used car, do not consider a G6. Stay away. Alright, well, I'm almost home, people, so gonna go home, let's scruffy out, and then off to the Hortons. Let's pitter patter and have at her, skeetily douche. Oh, somebody's really excited to go for a shit. Hey, somebody's really excited to go for a shit. Yeah. What's that? Okay, if you see any snakes, you eat them, okay? Okay, little bitch? Go, you do. I'm also going to need to get my garbage ready tonight and bring that out. Put it at the side of the frickin' road so that we can get garbage pickup done. Oh, you didn't have to go for a ship. Sure, I'd take a piss. Anybody? Bang! Bang! Oh, you're not going to jump again? You're nuts. You're off your freaking rocker, bud. Hey, bud. Buddy. Buddy. Holy shit, you need to tame her down a lot. Holy, like really? Bacon? 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 You want some bacon? Oh my god, you want some bacon? You want some bacon? Yes, you do. I'm gonna give him some bacon, then I'm gonna frig off on him.
Here's the bacon, there's the puppy. He wants his freaking bacon so bad. Cause he's a puppy, he wants his bacon. But he just won't take it from my hand.
Take it. Would you just get it? Take it. Take it. Take it. Get the bacon. Why aren't you grabbing the bacon? What's the matter with you? Your perception sucks, dude. Your perception sucks. Frig sakes. Anyway, I'm off to the Hortons, gonna go meet up with Rex 4x4. And that whole time, anti-shake was turned off. Just thought I'd let you guys know in case you're wondering why the video looked all shaky McGee. Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! Yup a dup. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. So I've been sitting here for the past 20 minutes because somebody fell asleep who was like, dude, let's go for coffee. We going for coffee? We going for coffee?
Yeah.
Some bitch sits on the couch, he's watching Miley Cyrus and passes out on me. Friggin' guy, like, didn't you get enough twerking from the VMAs, bud? Didn't you get enough of that? No? Oh, nice finger. Oh, by the way, my buddy Jean's here too.
What's up?
Yeah. And we're having the Hortons. Talk about a late Hortons run tonight, eh, people? It's freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go home and edit, so let's pitter patter and have at her. Also, bought me some single serve K-Cups from Hortons. Frig yeah! Alrighty people, well I'm home now, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut the vlog down here, edit it up, and call her quits for tonight. I need to get to sleep, frig sakes, so that's what I'm gonna do. So if you like today's video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button. Lets me know you like the video and I like that. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time people, keep on vlogging.